Now on CoastTV News.
Cape Henlopen Tax Review, the school district, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents as they plan for the year ahead with even less money than they had a year ago. Save the cats, a new medical breakthrough can cure a disease once deadly for our feline friends. Clear the harbor, West Ocean City, the latest area that's eyeing a dredging project to help boats navigate in and out of the channel.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
This school district wanted more money, but it's getting less. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the Cape Henlopen School District, which tried twice this year to get more funding for projects. Instead, they might actually be stuck with less. New tonight, Cape Henlopen School District Board of Education is debating how it will distribute money that it's supposed to get from property taxes. In that discussion, the district will talk about tightening its belt a bit. If you remember, both of the district's referendums to increase property taxes to pay for school projects, they failed this year. Live in Lewis, CoastTV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, the board is going to have to make some real difficult decisions giving the money that's available for the needs of the students.
And Charlie, those decisions are happening right now in this building, and it will be painful to decide how to spend fewer dollars. But here's some good news for taxpayers. If this all passes, they will likely not be paying more to the district. The Cape Henlopen School District says the proposed district tax rate for the fiscal year 2025 is $4.028 per $100 of assessed property value. This is 0.0001 cents less than the tax for the fiscal year 2024, which means taxpayers will likely pay a few cents less to the district. This is a setback for the district, who held 2 failed referendums to get more money from taxpayers. The district says it needed more money to battle the increasing enrollment by purchasing more land as well as a bus facility. Lynn Dement, who lives in the district, is upset the district did not get more funding.
It's the key to everything. We need to educate our kids. I've never had kids. I have owned homes here and in Maryland, and I am happy to pay the tax that covers schools. It's so important. It is just so incredibly important.
But Ray Quillen had his concerns about giving more to the district.
Oh, absolutely. I wasn't confident that the money was going to the kids. I was seeing more for for the buses that the school district have, or for the district office. And when some of those things are needed, I'll support it, but I don't think it was needed at this particular time.
The district says money for 2025 will be distributed among operating expenses, tuition, debt service, and additional programs. And again, it's just a workshop going on right now. In Lewis, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Here's a little more on the tuition. According to the district, part of the tax rate provides revenue to pay tuition costs of Cape Henlopen School District students who must attend special schools within and outside of the state. Some examples include the Sussex Consortium, the Delaware Early Childhood Center Intensive Learning Centers, and the district says the Board of Education sets this rate annually. It's based upon anticipated needs of the student body. This brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, where would you like to see more money distributed for Coast school districts? Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier this evening. And still the leader, it's actually gone up more. 72% are saying no more money. They don't want to see any more money going to the schools. Operating expenses, that's coming in at second at 14%, and at 8% additional programs. You can go have a say in this. Go vote at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. Staying in education, Seaford School District wants to hear from its families about how Title I funds should be used. If you don't know, Title I is a federal grant provided to schools and districts based on need as identified by census data. It's the largest assistance program for U.S. schools. All of Seaford schools, they receive this funding. So how does the district spend that money? Well, it goes to increasing staffing at all schools, obtaining instructional materials and professional development for the staff. There is a survey open now by the district to share your thoughts and feedback on ways to spend the funding. In traffic news, there are going to be some nighttime closures in Milton. This all starts next week, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. crews will be working on the bridge project at Route 1 and West Route 16. Just be aware of that. And now let's take a live look outside. This is the Ocean City area. Looks like a nice night. It's been a little cooler today than the past few days, but let's get some more on the numbers from our chief meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Well, the good thing is this, Charlie. I mean, we're finally able to, let's call it, enjoy a regular summer kind of day. I mean, we're, at 86 degrees in Seaford. That's normal. Instead of talking about 115 and 116 heat index and all that crazy stuff, it's just nice to just give you a nice, good old-fashioned regular forecast for once in a while, right? We're looking at a chance of scattered showers developing at 9 and 10 o'clock, so that's a possibility. Now, we had a high today of only 85 degrees. 88 is the normal high, so we actually hit below the belt, well, below the norm, it's a better way to put it, for us in Georgetown as well as Salisbury. And as you take a look, we've been trending so high that now that we're down here to 85, this seems like an odd number, but this is what we're supposed to be. Right here, maybe 88, 89 perhaps, but we've been really just clocking all kinds of crazy heat. Coming up, we're going to be talking about the rain that's on the way because it could bring a chance of flooding in our area, Charlie.
Paul, we'll keep an eye on that. Worcester County has approved a dredging project here in West Ocean City. The plan would be to begin dredging at Pier 23 and continue all the way down to Atlantic Tackle. But while this project is underway, it could slow down businesses for some along the water. One boater who has been working around this harbor for over 20 years says he's seen it all before.
What they do is we can offset as they start at one end of the channel or at one end of the harbor. We can jump around and get out of their way. So that's always been the case in the past.
A $275,000 grant from Tri-County Council is expected to fund the project and is now in the bidding process. Tomorrow, South Bethany is taking the next steps in the process of appointing new council members. At Town Council, officials will be interviewing the 3 candidates that have all filed. The meeting, that's open to the public, and locals are going to have the opportunity to offer their comments. Council will vote on the appointment in August. Next week, finance will be front and center in Lewis. On July 16th, the town will get together to talk about existing revenue sources and even future ones. Also on the agenda, a review of city investments and the fiscal year budget. In Berlin, the town is alerting homeowners of a network error. Listen up, officials say that if you're in Berlin and you're a water utility customer, you need to be aware that the billing system, it experienced a network error when processing readings during June. Now, because of this, the town says some customers will see an increase in water usage, which reflects a longer reading period as it ended around July 9th. Now, if you have any questions, if your bill looks wrong, make sure you contact Town Hall. You can't have a trip to the beach without a slice of pizza, or at least I say you shouldn't. In Rehoboth Beach, though, the city is trying to do something new. They've installed pizza disposal bins on the boardwalk, and since the pizza boxes can be pretty bulky, they tend to take up a lot of space in trash cans. That's what these new bins are for. We spoke with visitors of the boardwalk who say, hey, it's a creative way to keep the beach clean.
I definitely think people will get the message, and then once more people start using it, I feel like they'll start popping up everywhere. I think that's really great.
The city says those bins can be found at the boardwalk at Baltimore and Rehoboth Avenue. We have more news to come this evening. Coming up, the popular education program that's making its return so you can learn more about the Delaware Bay.
And a little bit of rain is on the way to the rescue to give us some relief from the heat. More on that coming up in a moment.
First, curing a deadly disease in cats, the treatment that recently began saving one of their 9 lives. We're back in 60 seconds.
Faster internet is better. That's why Extreme is increasing speeds and lowering prices, giving you more go, more whoa, more vroom, and boom for less. Get Internet 250 with whole home Wi-Fi 360 Pro for just $19.99 a month for a year. Plus, call now and get a $100 credit on your internet package. New faster speeds, new lower prices. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Mom, check my height.
As a parent, you do everything you can to provide for your kid so they can grow into their best self.
Same height. Sorry.
that sometimes you need a little extra help.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks to Food Lion Feeds, I don't have to worry if he's getting enough of what he needs. And that's made all the difference for us.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope.
I've grown an inch. Yes.
Food Lion Feeds, here for every moment.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Just imagine you adopt a little kitten, you fall in love with that small, adorable pet, only to find out it has a rare, deadly disease and there's no cure. That was a heartbreaking reality for some pet owners up until recently. Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner explains what FIP is and how veterinarians can now treat it.
20-pound fluffy Alvin loves chasing his toys, but he didn't always have this much energy. Alvin is a survivor of feline infectious peritonitis, or FIP.
It was devastating.
Alvin's mom took on an emotional and $10,000 financial burden for her handsome orange companion. Her research and conversations in an online forum yielded an 84-day treatment plan starting with injections that she was told was 70 to 80% effective.
Every time he gained weight, he needed more medicine, so it went up a couple hundred each pound he went up.
A cure that costs a couple $1,000s is now available.
This is a compounded medication. It's not one that's gone through FDA trials.
Veterinarians I spoke with confirmed that before now, they didn't have any treatment options to legally prescribe, and the drug was difficult to find or extremely expensive on the black market. Dr. Marianne Bailey says Stokes Pharmacy has come up with an active metabolite of the drug that's given as a pill. And Dr. Wood with the Brandywine Valley SPCA says she thinks a lot of vets are familiar with it and will jump on the opportunity to use the antiviral medication. FIP is not contagious. It is a mutation of the coronavirus and is more common in young cats and kittens. Symptoms can be neurological or cause anorexia and lethargy.
Even though the Brandywine Valley SPCA hasn't seen a lot of cases of FIP recently, the cure does give them hope for the future of these little ones and finding them forever homes.
FDA approval, it would be wonderful, but it's probably going to take years. And meantime, we can treat a lot of cats that otherwise we would have to euthanize.
Do you plan to use this drug to treat FIP?
Yes, if we get another case, certainly I want to try it out. The cure rate is 95% at this point.
FIP is no longer a death sentence for today's cat population, and it was never one for Alvin.
Not curing Alvin was not an option for you, right?
No, it was definitely not an option. I was willing to do anything for him and even put myself in debt for him. He is playful, he's fat and healthy. At the time when he first had FIP, he was only 4 pounds.
A game-changing treatment, giving cats the 9 lives they deserve. I'm Mallory Metzner for Coast TV News.
Dr. Wood says there are a lot of medications that are available for veterinarians to use that have not been approved by the FDA. Dr. Bailey says cats are good at hiding diseases. Get them seen as soon as possible if they stop eating, if they stop hiding. Alvin's mom says there are programs that can also help cover the price of that medicine.
Here's a look at your golf forecast. If you're teeing it up for tomorrow, don't. I'm just saying, if you're teeing it up for tomorrow, not so good, because we're looking for morning rain and afternoon thunderstorms. But I mean, if you want to go ahead and try it, that's on you. But I told you so.
When your floor starts showing signs of wear and tear from all the fun and games, Carpet and Tile Mart makes it easy to afford and install new flooring within a week. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
If you have chronic kidney disease, you can reduce the risk of kidney failure with Farxiga, because there are places you'd like to be. Farxiga can cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Farxiga and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, an allergic reaction, or ketoacidosis.
Get ready for the adventure of a lifetime with summer savings at Gateway Subaru. Right now, save up to $3,300 on a new 2024 Subaru Outback. Plus, take advantage of great financing rates as low as 0% for 48 months. At Gateway Subaru, we're committed to higher standards, ensuring every journey starts with trust and excellence. Stop by and discover the thrill of the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Designed for the bold, ready for any adventure. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Visit Western Sussex.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
At Carpet and Tile Mart, the sales are hot during our Summer of Savings event. Right now, get special flooring deals Mart-wide, plus 0% financing up to 36 months. Carpet and Tile Mart, available, affordable, at your service.
It's the Delmarva Dental Services Show. Yay! Starring Dr. Harmon, the brilliant Dr. Harrison, the incomparable Dr. Sakalis, and me, Dr. Aki. Introducing our amazing assistant, Chi, and our high-spirited hygienists.
And featuring our very special guest, you.
So sit back, relax, and smile. It's the Delmarva Dental Services Show.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
Indeed, heavy are the clouds that carry the rescuing rain that we need to break this crazy heat wave. Our Tyndall casual furniture shot in Ocean City, holding at about 71 degrees. That's like a cool day compared to what we've been dealing with. Now, we are expecting a chance of scattered showers to kick in at about 10 o'clock because we are watching out for scattered showers to hit, particularly on Friday, and could lean into Saturday as well. It's 71 in Rehoboth, 78 Lewis, but it's 80 in Milton, 89 in Redden. And as you take a look at our feels like or heat index numbers, where it feels like 93 in Redden, 92 in Milford, but that's a far cry from the triple digits that we've been dealing with for the past 4 to 5 days in a row. Now, we are expecting a chance of rain, but with that rain comes the possibility of actual flooding. We have a flood watch that's been issued for Kent, although that's just out of our immediate area, but we have folks that are in Milford that kind of view us, and Chestnut Knoll and Farmington. So that includes them, but also the folks that are in Cambridge, okay, in Dorchester County. So we have that possibility of flooding, and that's going to stay a possibility all of Friday going into Saturday morning. So when we get this rain in here, it's going to be some heavy downpours in some isolated spots. There's also a small craft advisory in effect from Ocean City all the way down towards Chincoteague as we're bracing for about 25-mile-per-hour winds. But we see some rain right now that's dancing across the coast. It's an associated and it's connected to the stationary boundary that's continuing to just slowly ease its way off of the Delmarva Peninsula. Our HRR high-resolution rapid refresh model indicating at 2 o'clock in the morning we could see some heavy showers north of Lewis, south of Lewis, and then Long Neck and along Highway 113. Then let's say at about 6:30, this is where we could see some traffic problems, you see, because in Seaford, north of Georgetown, north of Lewis, along Highway 113 and Highway 13 north of Seaford, we're going to see some heavy downpours that could create and likely to create some blinding rain, at least briefly. Just kind of take your time in getting where you're going. Then Friday afternoon, we'll have another round of rain that's going to hit Seaford right along Highway 13. If we're going to have any opportunity for anything to flood in Sussex County, looks like it's going to be really in and around the Seaford area, Delmar, Seaford, and north of Seaford along Highway 13, because that's where our models are indicating we're going to see the most concentrated amount of rain. And the amount of rain is looking at about 3/4 of an inch till Friday evening, okay? Now, we're at 3/4 of an inch of rain. Then from Friday going to Saturday, we may add another possible 1/4 of an inch of rain. That's not much. So most of the rain should hit on Friday if the models stay true. The winds out of the south peaking at about 31 mile per hour winds Bethany Beach, but other locations not so much. So as we get ready to come to a close, we're looking for showers Friday and Saturday in Assateague and in Chincoteague, but clearing out on Sunday. Look forward to stay rainy in Ocean City on Friday and Saturday, as well as Fenwick Island on Friday and Saturday. And we're looking forward to stay a little bit on the west side in Rehoboth, as well as Lewis Beaches as well, till we get to Sunday. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast.
Thank you, Paul. Heading to the coast, a popular education program from DNREC is back. DNREC inviting families of all ages to participate in Life in the Bay, the education program where you can learn about fish and other aquatic creatures that live in the Delaware Bay. There will be 2 program dates, July 31st and August 7th at the Woodland Beach. New in Maryland, the Department of Natural Resources has announced rules for the Black Sea bass season. The season will run until September 30th, and then it opens back up in mid-October. Fishermen can catch up to 15 black sea bass every single day. The minimum catch size is 13 inches. Rough week, cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com. Sign up and get your weekly dose of joy delivered directly to your inbox on Friday.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
The University of Delaware swimming and diving programs are joining the Atlantic Sun Conference starting July 1st, 2025. The men's team will take on squads such as Florida Atlantic, Gardner-Webb, and Old Dominion, while the women's squad will face Florida Gulf Coast Liberty and UNC Asheville, to name a few. And exciting news for Del Mar field hockey alumni Josie Holloman and Macy Bradford. They helped the U.S. U21 team qualify for the Junior World Cup with a thrilling final minute goal to force overtime, and then eventually winning in shootouts over Chile last night. They will defend their Junior Pan American Championship title Friday in the finals at 8 p.m. And it's the last week of the regular season for high school basketball in the Maryland Supreme Summer League, and we have 3 consecutive games live right now on VSN. Starting with Arcadia and Aaron's Pocomoke battling it out, followed by a 7:15 matchup between JBC Construction from Y-High and CNP Enterprise from Bennett. Then at 8:15, the Laurel Dogs taking on Loyalty from Ardella. Check out full highlights on the final score at 10:30 p.m. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
The beauty is hard to miss at Ocean City's premier golf course, Eagles Landing. Overlook the Sinnapunxent Bay's salt marshes and enjoy the unspoiled beauty of Assateague Island National Seashore. Eagles Landing offers 5 sets of tees, making the course playable for beginners and challenging for most skilled golfers. And the Caddyshack Cafe and Pro Shop ensure golfers have everything they need. Find our best rates at eagleslandinggolf.com. Eagles Landing, upholding the tradition of the game.
Today's Weather Emoji Cast is brought to you by OC Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
I used to work at a restaurant. I figured out that wasn't for me, so I started doing my research and I found this program.
I can come in after work for the night classes.
Being able to earn while I learn has set myself up for financial freedom.
The adult ed program has helped me be licensed by age of 21 and have a great career ahead of me.
I would recommend this program.
Check out Sussex Tech Adult Education online today.
And see how you can earn while you learn with registered apprenticeship and health profession programs at Sussex Tech Adult Education.
So a few of my friends and I, we decided we're gonna go on this journey for getting braces. I did have an overbite at the time, so I just came in for a consultation and I absolutely enjoyed my first meeting. She showed me the teeth and how my teeth would look with the metal braces. They explained to me that would be the better option, and they said, trust the process. And that's what I loved about Dr. Shulman. They made me feel confident, you know, to get me this beautiful smile.
Take
Take a vacation from cleaning and scrubbing and enjoy your summer with a maintenance-free shower with Coastal Bath. As the #1 Bathland dealer in the Northeast and Mid-Atlantic, Coastal Bath proudly backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal, 2-year money-back guarantee. See for yourself. Coastal Bath has countless 5-star reviews. It's Coastal Bath's annual sizzling summer savings. Enjoy $2,000 off or no payments, no interest for 18 months. Say hello to relaxation with a hassle-free shower from Coastal Bath. Call today for a free in-home estimate.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Call now to get $1,500 off, plus free hardware and no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis.
The restoration and remodeling experts.
Download the DSN app today. Driven by Preston Automotive Group.
In Milford, we're holding at 88 degrees, which is finally the norm for this time. Thank goodness we have a normal day. How's that for a change? But we do have a flood watch in effect for Dorchester, and we do have a small craft advisory off of the shore. But you keep up with your forecast by calling our number, 443-880-9100, sponsored by Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. A couple of 85s on the board. Oh, yeah! Before we go and heat right back up to another probably heat advisory for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week.
Sometimes Paul's excitable. Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6. For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app. A special report featuring President Biden's news conference. That's coming up at 7. We'll see you tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have yourselves a great evening.